Hello, and welcome to another episode of FIFA 17 Wishlist. Today, we will be talking about training. So, in FIFA 16, they added a new feature to career mode about player training. It's really good, but it could use some tweaks. For example, you could only train 5 people, but you should be able to train your whole team, but only up little by little. So in Football Manager, they have this feature, as you can see in the picture. On the left hand side, you could tell your team what you want to focus on for the week. And this will actually help in games. In FIFA 17, I think EA should add position training. So many people have been asking for this since about FIFA 15, and it would add a whole new aspect to the game. Certain players have better attributes suited for a different position. So we could use that to our advantage and use them in a different position altogether. Well, for example, we have like a player like Bellerin, who's a quick right back, but maybe he would be more better utilized as a right mid, so he could bomb down the right hand side and cross them balls in. In FIFA right now, it really doesn't matter if you play a player outside of their position. It won't affect their attributes or how they play. But I think it should show in their play if they're playing in a position they aren't suited for or aren't familiar with. So for player training, I think they should add it, but to some extent make it so it can't be overused. So like it would take about a season and a half for a player to fully adapt to the new position and to be able to fit in and play normally. In Football Manager, they have this feature. It's as easy as a click of 2 buttons. I also think in FIFA, they should put unit training. And what I mean by unit training is you could have certain training for defenders, midfielders, goalies, and then your attackers. So what I mean by this is, say 1 week, all the attackers are going to train for their finishing, the midfielders are going to work in their passing, and and the defenders are going to work in their marking. This could help your team actually play how you want them to, instead of just developing on what the computer puts for their attributes. I also think in FIFA, we should be able to train our teams to become a certain style of play. Like for Mourinho, he likes his teams to park the bus. Guardiola likes to play up-tempo football. Pochettino likes to play high-pressing football. But we can't do that in FIFA. So we should be able to mold our teams into the way we want them to play. So all the teams don't play the exact same way. In Football Manager, you could train your team to do almost anything for your tactics. If you want your team to push higher, you could do that. If you want their tempo to be slower, you could do that. If you want them to play much wider, you could do that. If you want them to express themselves when they play, you could do that. In FIFA, we don't have any of that. That needs to be implemented into the game.